Hey guys, it's Sneak Attack. Today we're going to talk about what anime characters can pick up Thor's hammer.
What?
Yep.
Oh, fuck.
So there's a lot of, when I first say that, I feel like a lot of obvious answers go to a lot of people's heads. So I'm going to bring up some of those right now while you think of some. So The first one that comes to mind is Tanjiro. I feel like Tanjiro could definitely pick up Thor's hammer. What do you think?
Okay, no, now I see where you're going with this. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I agree. I 100% agree because I'm assuming, what is it? You got. I mean, they don't specifically give you rules.
No, yeah, it's always vague.
I don't know who's read the comics that deep, but from my understanding, you just have to be worthy, right?
Definitely.
And if someone's worthy, it's Tanjiro.
Right? Yeah.
It's Tanjiro. That's a good one. That's a really good one. Pure heart.
Yeah, I feel like Tanjiro has been through enough. He's worked hard enough, and he has a pure heart. I feel like those are really good things that at least some of the requirements to pick up Mjolnir. He's been through a lot. He's definitely put in a lot of work. He tries to save people. He feels remorse for the demons he's killing. I feel like those are all really good attributes. Not just for a good MC, for Thor. Because let's be honest, it says whoever picks this hammer up shall be Thor. So I feel like Tanjiro could be a really good Thor. He's a good leader. He has his little crew.
That's true.
He's a good fighter. He's not scared of a fight. I mean, of course, fighting is not his first option, but if he needs to fight, he'll fight. If he needs to protect people, he'll protect people. I feel like he is worthy.
For me, I feel like the pure heart thing, like as simple as it sounds, is really the core of it, right? Because if you look at Thor and his relationship with his brother, Loki, that dude stabs him in the back all the time.
Yeah.
And he's still like, I love you, I forgive you, I trust you. Every single time.
Right.
And I think that, to me, that is one of the biggest indicators of your pure heart. You have no grudge, you have no hate, you have no nothing. And Tanjiro, for me, like you said, he feels sympathy for the demons. I like it. I agree. That's a good one.
So another character very similar to Tanjiro, which is I feel like the number one person that came to everyone's mind was Goku.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I have to bring up Goku, right? When you bring up pure heart, I mean, he could go on the flying Nimbus.
They say it. I mean, yeah.
Your pure heart, and he has a pure heart. You could go Goku, and at that point, I mean, anyone who could fly the flying Nimbus, like Gohan, Goten, but
I was gonna say Gohan.
Goten. Right. This is all about. But at the end of the day, it's Goku. So I feel like Tanjiro and Goku are very similar. They're very different still, but regarding the attributes to pick up Thor's hammer, I feel like Goku lines up with Tanjiro. Maybe Goku, you could say Goku's a little more selfish because he just wants to good fight. But I mean, Thor's willing to fight anybody. Thor's fought thousands of people for thousands of years. So if the requirement's a fighter and to have a fighting spirit, that's definitely Goku. If you pick any anime character, that's probably Goku. I mean, there's characters like in Baki, but when you think of a fighter and someone who always wants a challenge, you think of Goku.
I got a curveball. I got one.
Okay.
I got one. I think it's a good one, and I want to hear what you have to say. Hinata from Haikyuu.
Oh man, Hinata from Haikyuu.
I think he picks up Mjolnir.
Oh, the next little giant, in my opinion.
I think he picks up Mjolnir. I think that's another great example of a pure heart. You talked about competition and looking for a fight. Dude doesn't duck a fade.
Nah, he doesn't.
He doesn't duck a fade.
I mean, like second episode, he went to a whole match with a random bunch of nobodies, and he was the only one who kind of played volleyball. So yeah, I get that.
And when he meets the ace of aces, the dude jumps over his head just to prove,
yeah,
just to prove again.
Yeah.
Like, so I think, you know what? I think that's someone that, you wouldn't think about it, but he could pick up Mjolnir.
I feel like he might not be able to pick it up at first because anytime he goes to a tournament or anytime he meets a scary opponent, he usually first gets really scared. He has to go to the bathroom a lot. And then, like typical anime fashion, when he goes to the bathroom, he runs into a strong opponent, and he's like, "Let's play ball then. If you want to be like that, I'll be like that." He gets that like Hinata eye. I don't know how else to describe it, but he gets that. You see that fire in his eye from scared and timid, and then when he meets strong opponents, he gets that Hinata eye, and he's like, "Let's go." I mean, even in Haikyuu, they make a point where when he first enters a tournament, he's scared, and then when he sees a really strong player, he gets that Hinata eye. He starts looking at them, and that person could sense it. He's like, "Who's looking at me?" And it's like, "Why is this little short dude looking at me?" So I feel like at first he might not be able to.
Okay.
But once the gears start going, he might be able to lift it up. Almost like...
So you think that not strength, but fear plays a part in picking up Mjolnir?
I feel like...
Being able to, like, someone that's just going to charge head first into something.
I feel like when you're scared like that, you don't want it. You don't want anything. You just want to kind of hide in a shell and get out of there. But once the fire starts lighting up and kicking, you'll pick it up. Almost like in some animated versions, the Hulk does pick it up out of pure strength. So it might be a thing where he tries to pick it up, he can't. And then he kind of starts slowly, and then he whacks someone with it. So I feel like it'll be that. He might not be able to use it completely, but I mean, we're talking about picking it up. We're not talking about kind of using it.
I'm talking about picking it up.
So I feel like eventually, at one point, he'll be able to pick it up, knock someone out with it, and maybe it drops immediately.
Because even Thor, like none of the Avengers could move it, and then Captain America nudges it. That's what I mean. I feel like, and then eventually he wields it, whatever. But I ain't talking about all that. I'm talking about that. There's a trait you have that means you can pick it up.
Right.
Using it is a different thing. Hinata's gonna pick that shit up. I'm gonna stand by that.
I like that one. I like that one.
What was it? Did you have another one?
I have another one. I think Isaac Netero from Hunter x Hunter, the chairman of the Hunter Association, will pick it up.
I disagree.
Really?
I disagree 100%.
Okay.
If you're talking pure heart, I don't think he has one. Now, is he a kind-hearted old man? Yes. Is he pure-hearted? I don't think so. Why? I think you see it at the end of well, it's not the end, but in the Chimera Ant-Arc, when he goes to fight Megumin, the king or whatever his name is. Meruem. That dude hates him. He has hate for that ant. He wants to fuck that ant up.
He wants to fuck him up.
Not at first, but then he kind of says it like, "No, I need to destroy you." In every sense of the word.
He says he needs to destroy him because he's getting too close to him. He starts mentioning now, if I take too much time with this, I might start leaning towards his thought process.
Okay, but even if that's true, if that's true,
right?
Meruem's not pure of heart.
No, definitely not.
So that's why I don't think probably one of the honestly underrated strongest people in an anime. Again, strength isn't for me. It's not the defining factor.
No, it's not. So, and
if you're gonna pick a Hunter x Hunter character, it's Gon.
It could be Gon, but I feel like it'd be Gon after...
I think it's before he loses his mind.
I feel like it's after Nanika heals him. And that could be a whole nother conversation.
I think Gon episode 1 picks it up.
Okay, so I agree. I think Gon episode 1 picks it up. But at some point, Gon starts becoming real selfish. Real quick.
That's true. That's true.
A lot of people tell him, "Don't do this.
That's true.
Don't do that." Bisky tells him, "Don't fight the bomber because you're gonna get effed up." And he, out of selfishness, says, "Sorry, Kiriwa. Sorry, Bisky. I'm fighting the bomber. I'm at least gonna make him use Little Flower." Why? Because he's selfish.
He's low-key arrogant.
He's super arrogant.
Yeah. So you know what?
Early Gon, and I think late Gon.
I think before Gon passes the Hunter exam. So everything before he becomes a Hunter, he's very pure-hearted.
Yeah.
He has no ill intent. But then you're right. I guess you're right. That's a...
But, for people who know about comics, I feel why I say Isaac Netero is... Isaac Netero reminds me a lot of Beta Ray Bill. So... where Beta Ray Bill is fighting for his people, fighting to protect his whole species, and eventually his whole species get wiped out, and he's the last. I can't remember what his race
I have
is.
no
but
idea who that
I'm
is.
talking about Beta Ray Billarians. I don't know his race. That's whoever knows that's off the top of their head. Kudos to you. But yeah, I feel like Beta Ray Bill is a fighter. He went through intense surgery just to get a strong body to protect his people from all of that. He became a really good person. He got a strong heart. He got a strong mind, a strong soul, which are requirements, I would say, to pick up Mjolnir. But again, the requirements are vague. So Isaac Netero reminds me a little bit like Beta Ray Bill. And I know, like you said, you don't know really who Beta Ray Bill is, but for anyone who knows comics and anime, I feel like someone might agree with me out there. Let me know if you agree with me that Beta Ray Bill and Isaac Netero are similar people. They both augmented their body, so it's kind of right there. Do you have anything else in mind?
I'm trying to think, and I don't want to think for too long. I'm trying to think big ones, right? Like, I'm trying not to throw any, I'm trying, is there any other obvious ones?
There's talk for Ichigo, but since you mentioned big ones, I mean, big three, I don't think Luffy's going to pick that up.
I don't think Ichigo picks it up either.
I feel like late Ichigo might be able to pick him up, but yeah, I don't think it's a discussion. It's a talk.
Oh, you know what's a little weird niche one? I'm gonna give you this one. This is an interesting one. Jugo from Naruto.
Why do you say that?
It's not his fault he goes crazy.
No, definitely not.
He's a kind-hearted little dude. Like, the animals fly to him, the insects, whatever. He's Snow White with muscles. Like,
yeah.
like he's a nice little guy.
So it seems like what you're saying, at least one of the major requirements.
Intent matters.
And so not so much pure of heart, but intent.
Well, I think he is pure of heart.
Yeah.
When he goes, like I said, him, what he wants to be, he's a peaceful
person. Right.
I think it says he's a pacifist. He doesn't want to fight. Orochimaru made him crazy, made him like that because he had some special ability.
Yeah.
But he would have never fought or killed anyone if he had the choice.
So it's intent for you.
For me, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So intent matters. And Jugo, like, if you've watched Shippuden, you know who Jugo is. And Jugo, I feel like, would be a one that would pick it up. And then even if you want to throw strength in, I really don't think strength has anything to do with it. But the characters I've said are pretty strong. Gon is strong.
Yeah, definitely.
Tanjiro, well, you said Tanjiro. Gon is strong. What did I say? Hinata's, yeah, it's a leg strong, but whatever.
He's a fighter.
Jugo's strong. Like, Jugo's really strong. So I think that's a good one. I think that's one that I'm gonna put my my stamp on.
It's gonna be another little vague one, weird one, but for those true ones, they'll know who I'm talking about or understand what I'm saying. Is Kyo from Zatch Bell. Or even Zatch at that point. I feel like Kyo at one point will be, not even at one point, he's a good person. He's a fighter. He sacrifices himself for multiple people. He has friends he wants to protect, family he wants to protect, and a goal in mind. Not just Zatch's goal. He has his own goal in mind.
Kyo's the dude with the book, right?
Yeah, he's the book. Zatch's book owner from the anime Zatch Bell. I'm a big Zatch Bell guy. That's why I brought it up. But regardless, even if I wasn't, I feel like Kiyomaru would be a good choice to pick up Thor's hammer. I mean, and let's face it, Zatch, he uses lightning powers. Thor's hammer kind of gives you lightning powers. So, Kyo's not used to getting... I mean, Kyo's getting used to getting shocked multiple times, so... I think that's a good one.
By that logic, I'm going to throw Zenitsu in there from Demon Slayer.
Okay.
Not just, I mean, he's another one. He doesn't want to fight anybody. He doesn't want to fight anybody.
Yeah.
He will... It's a last resort for him. And he's... Yeah, okay, so you think fear has a part to do with it. He's incredibly scared. But then when he's asleep, so a sleep Zenitsu's gonna pick it up.
Yeah, at one point he starts going in there with his eyes open, but yeah, it's a good one. I mean, that could be one people sleep on.
There's lightning and thunder.
It's possible. It's definitely. I wouldn't say no right away.
I think sleeping without realizing it, he picks it up. Without realizing it. That's what I'm gonna say. He has no idea he's doing it.
Okay.
It's one of those moments in like we see he's about to die or he's in a fight and he knocks out and he picks it up. I could see that happening.
Okay.
I could see that happening.
To bring in the last of the big three, I know I said I don't think Luffy can, but if I had to pick anyone from the Straw Hat crew, it's gonna. Your immediate thought is Zoro, because he has his sword fighters like laws. A swordsman never turns their back. Scars on a swordsman's back is pure shame. But I'm gonna go with a different answer, which maybe Zoro could pick it up. I'm not focusing on that. I think Frankie might be able to pick it up. People might say no, Frankie's not that strong enough. Frankie's stupid. That's a stupid answer. But Frankie's never been scared of a fight. Yeah, he's worried about a fight, but he went straight to Big Mom with a whole Yonko, and he didn't give two shits about that. He went straight at her, so I think Frankie's super enough to pick it up. And he has something Thor radiates, the will of a man. Frankie's all about being a man. He's all about being manly. I would say being a man is more important to Frankie than it is to Zoro. Because Zoro's more a will of a swordsman. Frankie's more a will of a man. So I think Frankie might be able to pick it up. And it'll be cool because with all that lightning, he could power up everything himself. The Frankie Shogun, the Sunny, and who knows what else. And I think...
Yeah,
that's a good place to end it.
That's a good one. I mean, if you guys have anyone you guys can think of, no matter how niche it is, no matter how out there it is, let us know because I'd love to look it up and watch and find out. Like,
or maybe like a gag character. If there's a gag character out there that might be able to pick it up, that could be really funny too.
Yeah, I think there's obviously a lot we missed, right?
Definitely.
And I think there's obviously a lot you guys disagree with. So I think this could lead to a potential second video where we go back and recap.
Like a little mini series, a little recap.
I don't know about series, but I think we can recap it. I think we can recap it, go another 30 minutes and see what people said and see if we're big idiots or not. So
or if you guys want to see us talk more about
that was a crazy question. Full disclosure, I had no idea who was gonna ask that. So that was crazy.
If you guys want to hear us talk more about anime and superheroes, like maybe we can make a video of who could be a Green Lantern. Maybe that might be a good question. If you guys want to see that, let us know. Or anything like that.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.